We start with the US dollar monthly chart. Price has recently tested a monthly fair value gap, showing strong bullish reaction. Overall, the monthly structure remains bullish. Moving to the weekly time frame, we can see a clear liquidity sweep. Currently, I expect the price to pull back into a premium zone. The weekly bias remains bullish. On the daily chart, price is approaching a daily fair value gap combined with a volume imbalance, aligning around the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. From that zone, we may see a short-term reaction downwards. However, considering major news events this week, price action must be monitored closely. Overall, my short-term bias on the dollar remains bullish, aiming for the buy-side premium liquidity targets. Starting with the NQ monthly chart, we see a clear liquidity sweep and a strong bullish reaction, with a massive wick on the monthly candle. This indicates strong bullish momentum, but we also have a bearish fair value gap, FVG, above us. I expect a short-term pullback, but overall, the long-term outlook remains bullish. Moving to the weekly time frame, we can see a liquidity sweep from 3 weeks ago, and last week, there was significant buying pressure. The delay of the tax changes by Trump could be influencing the market, so we need to watch news closely this week. Overall, the weekly outlook is bullish, with price currently in the middle of a range near the 50% Fibonacci level. On the daily chart, we can see that price is still very bullish, but we also have a volume imbalance and a bullish fair value gap, FVG, behind us. I expect price to continue upwards, aiming for the weekly objective. We should monitor the news carefully this week, as it could have a significant impact on price action. Starting with the ES monthly chart, we can see that price action is very similar to NQ, as they have been moving in tandem. The structure on the monthly chart is bullish, and I maintain a long-term bullish bias for ES. On the weekly chart, we see a clear equilibrium zone, EQH, forming, with a large amount of liquidity sitting in that area. This acts as a magnet for price, attracting buy-side liquidity. The weekly structure remains bullish, with strong buying pressure last week indicating that buyers are in control. On the daily chart, we see clear price objectives, and the probability is high that price will continue upwards, targeting the buy-side liquidity, BSL. However, there is a major obstacle, significant volume imbalance. I expect the price to initially pull back from this imbalance, but ultimately, I believe it will break through and continue to the upside,